tough. And, God, I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to say this is a FaZe victory. They are the superior team. But eUNITED, I just feel like they've got some magic for this match, man. They've had to battle.
Why not? Let's get 4 teams at 5 wins.
Let's go. We all want it. Pristini, basically the speediest player alive.
Yeah, he has a lot of tough matchup. He has to deal with guys like Zuma,
Yep.
guys like Attach, so Silly. He's going to have to play extremely well this one. That's really been the case, right? You heard Clayster really talk about it on Hot Mic. You know, this is the worst matchup for us just due to those players. But there you go. Silly's able to find 2, and they're contesting that hill. FaZe having a 13-0 lead.
And I said to him something about, calm strategy, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, we just need to shoot straight. He's like, he felt that was the problem. That sometimes his players aren't shooting straight. They're not winning gunfights, and it makes your job so hard. FaZe is securing the majority of this opening time, but you've got the top spawn if you're eUNITED. You just got to make sure you don't get any kind of easy break and rotation here from FaZe Clan.
Yeah, RC's trying to do the best. Nice shots right there to clean up Attach. They're controlling Winery. They're getting that scrap time. This is a perfect scenario for eUNITED, but we know how FaZe like to attack this Winery. They're going to go straight ahead through the front. Nice shots there out of RC. He's been so important to eUNITED these past couple of weeks. That transition to the flex player picks up 3, finds Priesta. Pristini, his twin brother, able to find 1 at the front.
Let's see if Arcitys can pick up any of these streaks. Silly holding the front, able to get a kill and also kind of bait into a team kill. Now he comes rotating over. One more player inside of white. Peeks the edge. Can't win it. Nice movement there from Attach to ultimately pick up that kill. But question about kind of eUNITED front for you. Like, we know how good Arcitys has been. We know how good he's been. Is it on him to keep that just dominant form, or does somebody else have to step up?
Someone else needs to step up, and I'm gonna say it has to be Silly or Pristini. To be honest, if one of them can help him with that aggression to get those kills, yes, Pristini's always moving so fast, putting so much pressure on the map. But that pressure only goes so far if you're winning those one-on-one gunfights. So he's having a solid game right now, 5-7. But yeah, RC 7-2. But as we go towards parking lot, FaZe, they have control of the spawns. But look at that. One player, that's Clayster. He spawns right behind that hill. It seems like Replays does notice that. The spawns come in. A great job from FaZe to recognize.
And that's Priesta spawning out and like, hey, I just spawned out.
Yeah, careful.
Yeah, exactly. And, you see them snap immediately to deal with that. FaZe dealing with a very tough situation there, and they're able to do it.
But that's a huge 1v1. Like, if Clayster wins that, that is the potential of 2 hills in a row for eUNITED, where they get out to a 70, 80-point lead. Instead, Replays wins that oh-so-important gunfight that we've been talking about. And, well, just like that, FaZe have control and the lead.
Trying to rack on the final 20 seconds here as well until we rotate out. On with Attach, who's got some streaks to work with. He started out 8-6 here. He's flying around the map. No time in the hardpoint, really. He's just trying to make plays outside of the hardpoint. That's his job on this team. They'll have a one-on-one gunfight here when he starts to push out. It's Silly ready and waiting for him. Spots him, but not able to take the first. Priesta, it's on him to trade it, and he's able to do that.
Yeah, they have a pretty solid setup. Attach, he's going to call in that firepower. It's so strong here at Lookout. But all those eUNITED players get away except for RC's, but there's Zuma. Zuma pushes that middle restaurant. He's able to find 2, and just look at the reaction from him, right? He pushes out the spawns, but that's a great win there from Pristini. You love to see that. eUNITED, they stabilize, they have control of this one.
I mean, Zuma wins that, and all of a sudden you're watching a whole lot more of the map if you're eUNITED. A team kill, though, for eUNITED may end up costing him. As they do drop, they're all spawning white side. Attach, Zuma pushing forward. It's what you want to see from FaZe. Zuma can't finish the second, but they trade on trade on trade. Each time they're FaZe, the last guy standing, and a reason they're able to push out this lead a bit here at Lookout Post.
Yeah, again, it's so hard to push through that choke. You have, Zuma, Attach, and then Zuma, and then Priesta to deal with. It's so difficult, and then Replays. He's just hanging out on the hill. He's 6-6. He has 90 seconds in the hill already.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want, especially, like, look at Zuma. Already 25 engagements on the map so far. We're going to head over to Restaurant FaZe with about a 50-point lead. Pristini, he gets control of this one.
Well, after the kind of the second hard point, it's been predominantly FaZe. They've done a really good job through 3 and 4 to push out this lead. Now, it's going to be opposite of what we saw in the opening of the game. A lot of time for FaZe in a restaurant. Then FaZe had to try and break the spawns there. eUNITED this time will be inside of red. Racking up the time. Pristini waiting up close and personal. Not able to win that. Zuma snaps on him and kills him in the doorway.
Yep, and there's the trade set coming in, but Arcitys, he stays alive. He's able to find 2. Well, one's on his teammate, but...
there was a lot of blue at first. I was like, wow,
like
all blue. And I was like, oh, one of those doesn't really count.
There we go. FaZe just trying to get on in. Priesthood and Replay's able to find two, but look at what Pristini's doing. Makes the heads-up play. He's going all the way around, and he's being hunted. That Zuma trying to find him. He knows he pushed this way. Here we go. Here's those one-on-ones we talked about, but Zuma, he's able to stay alive. Just wait for his teammates to help him out.
Everyone continuing to try to swarm Pristini in the back, but him and Clayster are able to make the plays. They've still got one at red. The final player just popped, I believe, on Ammo Street as well. A glide bomb is going to come in. Looks like it's going for back grannies. Doesn't connect with anything, so eUNITED still going to be set up here. It's a three-man hit through white right now. Looks to be the play from FaZe. The first player is going to drop. Pristini dancing, diving, kills with the sub, kills with the pistol. One more on top of it as Pristini works a little bit of magic and gets close to streaks.
Yeah, he's 10 points away. That's why he backs on up into this stable, just trying to stay alive. Maybe get an assist here. Here comes Priest and Attach, though. It's their turn to attack, and they just go on in, right? That's what's so dangerous about FaZe.
I think Pristini did.
Yeah, he just got it.
Dropped.
Yep, he got two. So that's big for Parking Lot. They're going to try and fight for this time.
And how close is Clayster to get the streaks as well? Can we check it for a moment? Oh, he already picked them up. So you got four sets of streaks through that. That's very, very big. Or sorry, 2 sets of streaks, yes.
4 total.
4 total, yeah.
Long day.
It's all in the wording. But now, like you said, this is where you can have a big break. FaZe enjoyed pretty much the entire time in Parking Lot last time through. Who's going to call in these streaks to make the play? It looks like it's going to be Pristini.
Yeah, but he's going to call this in, but there's nobody that close from eUNITED just yet. Attach finds Replays. Zuma goes down, but look, those spawns are in. But Clayster is in a great position here, and Zuma notices that. So this allows them to push out to that front, and there we go. They're going to, follow it up with another fighter pilot. There's still one player left, though. It's Replays. Can he be the hero FaZe needs? Nope. Clayster takes him down. Great break from eUNITED.
Great break. Now you hear Clayster getting very, very loud. Trying to hype up this team is silly. You talked about him needing to step it up. He's starting to make plays mid-map. Pristini, another guy you mentioned. He's 18 and 16 with a minute at the hard point right now.
And this is all you need from him. You don't need, like, star performances.
True.
You look at guys like Clay and Arceus to do that. You just basically say, don't be detrimental. Don't go double negative. If you can have, setups like this where, you have a sort of a 0.9 or a 1 KD, you're just trading with us, allow that opportunity for Clay to go on a streak, for Arceus to go on this streak. And that's why eUNITED, they have a 30-point lead.
Oh, they bring out the fighter pilot there, too. Enable kind of Pristini and Arceus get in position. Pristini making the plays yet again. Couple of kills there to go as well. There is pressure coming in from mid. Replays, it actually gets a couple of kills that maybe opens up the map a little bit, so FaZe will have a chance to hit in through mid. This is what we saw last time when they got in this spot. They were able to continue flooding towards white and make it so difficult for eUNITED to get back near the hard point.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Replays. Pristini makes the correct play, pushes out the side of FaZe, finds two, and he's basically just waiting for his teammates to get in the hill.
Last time,
staying alive.
Last time in that spot, I think it was what? It was Attach, Priest, and Zuma all worked together to push out white. Attach just did it by himself there. He got 3 kills, but right after that, eUNITED right back in.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. Big thing is they have rotations. There's one player here, Arceus. Let's see what he's able to do. He's able almost to find 2. The trades do come in. There's one player left. Priest is able to find Pristini. FaZe should be in control of red for the first, but look how close eUNITED is. They're going to try and break through that courtyard. You still have some streaks on the side of eUNITED, but they're going to try and use those for winery and parking lot.
You got them on replays as well, so a couple streaks on either side. They could be what's very, very crucial here in the closing moments of this game, assuming it continues like it is right now. Let's see, the kill feed currently red. Another FaZe kill. Silly, the last remaining player here. He's got to be careful. He wants to flank this, but if his teammates drop, you do not want to have a situation. Did they spawn out? Okay, still spawn safe. That's good. He pushes through. He actually gets one streak there. So he wants to actually make that play because you kind of guarantee yourself a kill, right? You guarantee yourself a kill to pick up that streak on the flank. I just get a little bit worried because I've seen that before where someone's wrapped in behind and suddenly your team's spawning out of the other side of the map.
And I'm a little bit worried as well because they've given up about 40 points to FaZe, right? FaZe is in the lead now. They've put a lot of pressure on trying to get control of spawns. And again, we know the potential that FaZe has. They can just run right on through. It looks like they're going to try and make a push around that side of the street, but a glide bomb comes in. This will allow eUNITED to hold a little bit. You just want to try to get them pushed out. Great kill by Silly. He's on a 2 spree, make it 3. And this is what you want. Just put pressure on FaZe so they can't just get nades on that hill.
And it looks like Replays is holding on to the streaks for now. Okay, here they come. I was about to say, is he waiting for third? Nope, wants to call him in here on Winery. Spots everything. Opts to go with Clayster. A couple kills going to go their way, but you get the hold. It's the twins, Arceus and Pristini. Still holding strong here, 2:25 2-12. eUNITED in the lead. Replays tries to break in. There's actually a team kill. Attach picks up Replays as he pushes through. You still have the reinforcements here in eUNITED, but they continue to flood. They continue to push, but there seems to always be one last player here from eUNITED.
Yeah, now FaZe, they do their job. They're able to get this break. They can't win on this one, but we're going to go to parking lot. Yes, you still have streaks on both sides.
A fighter pilot for Silly, is that all they got though, I think?
I think Replays has one as well, and this is going to come in very early. They're going to try and get them to spawn out. They find two. That might be the play they need. You can see the FaZe players, they're just trying to hold on. But Replays, is he going to respond? I believe he still has a fighter pilot of his own.
He has to kill him out of the hard point. He's got to get him out right this second. Not able to do it. And eUNITED get the game one victory. There was an interesting fist bump between Arcitys and Clay.
Listen, the chemistry hasn't been its best lately, okay? They're trying to work on it.
But what a big win. You know, it's late. It's the final match of the night. I think there's a lot to be said for who came out and kind of delivered that first punch. And it is eUNITED. And Clay, despite the fact that it's, you know, going on 11 after 11, he still has that fire. There's no lack of that.
They have to. I mean, he talked about it today. This is a must-win for them. If they want a shot at playoffs, if they want a shot at winning $500,000, you know, you have to win every single match. They're in a tough spot.
And on the other side, you know, we talked on Hot Mic just about, you know, there's some people that believe in hype and energy, and some think it's not maybe the biggest deal. But I had Zuma and Clay both on, and we talked about it a bit. And I was kind of asking Zuma, like, who's the guy stepping it up now and providing that energy, since you don't have Clay anymore, a guy that naturally kind of does that as the in-game leader. Zuma said it's been him. He's been the guy trying to get him hyped, trying to get him going, because obviously Replays and Clay are very different personalities.
Definitely.
Someone needed to be that guy, and it's fallen on Zuma, so it might fall on him to kind of get the guys going here in this final match.
Yeah, and there's sort of different types of energy, right? There are players like Clay who bring just being loud, just sort of shouting. That doesn't necessarily, that's not it all the time.
No,
really what it could be is just that communication, right? That is a key factor for these guys, because if you're having a slow day, maybe that small talk isn't there the way it should be. So if Zuma's providing that for FaZe, that's big for them, because we know, yeah, Replays can sort of get in his head at times, right? He can really sort of hurt himself. But on the side of eUNITED, you know they like to get loud.
They do. And, you know, we talked about the fact that Silly and Pristini, we're going to need to have a good game. They do it there. Can they continue it over the course of the series? But because I think if you picked a word to describe their gameplay as of late, I think inconsistent is one that jumps to mind. So
definitely. Can
they string it together over a full best-of-5 here against a superior opponent in FaZe and pull out the W? So again, I know we say it a lot, but there'd be 4 teams tied with 5 wins, just fighting for that final spot. It's unreal.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be ridiculous as well. I took a sneak peek at the schedule. EG tomorrow, they play Splice and eUNITED. So tomorrow is going to be a ton of fun. If you're still hanging out with us, you're going to want to tune in tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Thursday as well, we'll have those last 4 matches, but this is it's going to be fun these next couple of days. This is what we hope for.
Oh, I know. I mean, honestly, it's just, you want it to come down to the wire. You want the excitement. You want the pressure. And that's the big thing. That's the thing what makes it more fun for me. You just know how much it means to the players. You know how important it is. You know how stressed out they are. Just, you know, we talk to the guys, well, obviously a lot more than viewers and fans are able to, because we spend a lot of time with them here at the league. And it's interesting to see, you know, when you first come into the league, and it's like, all right, you know,
one match.
We've got a lot of matches, one match at a time, and now it's just like, let's
just work on getting better. And they're like, we can't lose now.
Yeah, exactly. It turns into this like, okay, well,
no,
I have to win, and it's great.
I mean, these guys, they wake up, they think about Call of Duty, they're probably prepping for their match, they play their match, they're here, they're scrimming, they're warming up, and if they win or lose, they're going back and thinking about how they won or lose, right? Like, they're thinking about it 24/7. One
thing I think Zuma said, he was surprised yesterday, I guess during the media day, that I think he said they were the only team that showed up. They wanted to scrim some other
Them and EG. Them and EG.
Okay. I couldn't remember if he had anyone on that. Okay, so it was EG. But out of everybody, they came in. They were the ones dedicated, and it'd be interesting if, you know, EG, they lose their series, FaZe come in and maybe lose this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Not that I'm knocking putting in the extra work. I'm just saying it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but the big thing for me with the eUNITED, across all 4 players, you had a consistent performance. Like, when have we seen a team performance like that? It's been a long time, so that's great to see on that St. Marie hardpoint. But London Docks Search and Destroy, this is definitely one both these teams love to play.
And they've been playing a lot of it as of late. I feel like I haven't watched any eUNITED series out of London Docks in quite some time. Granted, they've gone 5 games several times. We've seen 2 Search and Destroys as well. Zuma loves to be very aggressive up mid if he can. Attach. Already moved up to this mid box. Looks like they're just kind of maybe playing for a pick if Clayster can get the opening with that snipe, he's starting to move over towards A. Over with that number 7, RC is playing at the back window. Going to be a lot of pressure coming to him soon.
Yeah, Replays was able to find that first blood on a Pristini. Pristini was top ladder, just trying to watch the cross, and I think there was a team shot out of FaZe. They were able to catch him. Nice shot right there from Clay, but Priesta was able to take down Silly before that. So you have a 3 versus 2 with 45 seconds left. Attach. Be careful, buddy.
Nearly gets his head picked off. Does he should get a call? Does he realize? Oh, now he knows. There's one in fire. Peeks it with the pistol, able to win it. Great job there from Clayster, but now he's going to be at a one-on-one. He'd need 3 kills in this round to secure it. Attach, Clay. They've been world champions together. Clay's going to see him. He's going to try for the quick scope. Well, not even a quick scope, the no scope there, but Attach will get it done, and I mean, he's a very experienced 1v1 player. A lot of history in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, that's a tough position for Clay. Maybe he's thinking, I'm going to pull out this sniper to watch the cross. Like, maybe Attaches in a cross there, but such close quarters. You'd love to see. He picked up that PPSH.
I think it's a big play from Attaches to get in that position, right? You know he has a sniper. You know he just killed your teammate around fire. Close the distance. Close the gap. Don't allow yourself to be in a position where you're getting picked on a cross. Just finish it. All right, so nice stuff from FaZe there. 2 strike first in this one. eUNITED now going to be on offense. Priest, I thought, was going to go booking it forward. He gets some information.
He was still thinking about it.
He's in trouble. He needs help here from Zuma. Help comes in maybe a little bit late. Now
Look where Pristini is. Look how fast he's already up the street. Like, he ran right by Priesta. They just sort of sprinted across, opposite sides.
Sometimes, man, depending on the offense is going to come out, if he's on defense or offense, he will just book it across mid, depending on the setup, and just fly into the other's barrel or fire and try to make a play on the flank. Curious to see if maybe that's something he's able to do throughout the course of this. But all right, 2v4, Attach and Replays. Got to try and clutch. Bomb is planted. This is an ugly spot to be in. Well, there's one pick. Replay spots another.
Yep, 2 versus 2. It's a big first. There we go. I'd say that's a big kill right there. Now 1 versus 1.
Oh, guys, Attach and a clutch 2.
Nah, he could just play time. Yeah, Attach knows where he's at as well. He's trying to, get that bomb. He has Armored on. Just trying to hold it. Yep. RC plays the clock. Great job, but that got a little scary there for a 4 versus 2.
It did. I mean, at least if you're Attach, I guess you get, he's 4-0 to start. He's getting kind of close to streaks, but yeah, that's one of those situations where you can't clutch the 1v1 unless somebody makes a mistake, right? Attach, not a lot of options there.
Yeah, they got put in a very tough position. Him and Replays, I feel like they did the best they could.
Oh, certainly. I mean, the first kill came with, 30 or so seconds left like that. That's tough. All right, so you see there, getting close to streaks with Attach. Clayster going to have the sniper out again. Did he get the angle? Nice shot, even through the grenade. Zuma. That's tough. That's just a sick shot from Clay.
No, it definitely is. But Attach, he responds, just runs right down the middle, finds Silly. That smoke had his cover.
That's what he did in the first round, too.
Yeah, so that first blood's basically meaningless right now. Attach, he's pushing up towards this B side, but Clayster is in the back, and that's a big engagement because Attach is working on streaks. He's 100 points away.
He's got Mountain, too, so he's quiet here. If he tries now, he should have a kill. There's the kill. Clayster, again, it's one of those ones where he has 2 kills in the round, and still it looks like things could get ugly for his team. Clay's 7-3 right now. They could end up down 1-2 in map count. Pristini doing what he can to try and turn the tides. It's suddenly now going to be on Replays.
Yeah, Replays is trying to make a play, but it seems like that player jumped on the bomb. Yeah, you could see that. I think they spotted him go through gate, so they know what he's doing. Could have been a great play. Just not enough time.
I like it. I like it. That's what? God, what is it right now? Do you have, is it Clay with 7 and the rest of his team has 2 kills?
Yeah, and Attach has what, 6?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're duking it out. Just wonder if Clay can keep this up. I mean, you can't really expect it because if this goes for 10, 11 rounds, he's going to have a lot of kills to his name. But we've seen him have really nice performances here many times. He's pretty consistent for double digits on a map like this.
Yeah, but eUNITED, they're going back to that strategy phase. They make some adjustments. They get mid control. They send 2 to B, but Silly finds that first blood. Priesta, he's in trouble, but Replays with a nice nade to respond.
Attach did get those streaks.
Oh, this could be bad timing for either or of these players. It's going to be Arcides. And Replays is able to find another big round from him.
So you get the round win for FaZe. You have the streaks on Attach.
Oh my goodness, Attach with the wall bang.
Oh lordy.
Attach, you can wall bang that.
Oh God. I don't even think I've seen that like specific wallbang for like a round-ending kill cam. That was awesome.
No.
Okay, 2-2. All tied up. Attach 8-1. Clay 7-4. God, if you looked at just the kills right now, you think FaZe is probably even more out ahead. They have 8 on Attach, 5 on replays.
Zuma just doesn't care. He challenges Clay again. Attach and Zuma just push up middle map. They're so fast. Priesta, look what. This is a bit of an odd strategy here, Silly.
Silly's gonna be like, okay.
He's gonna find that kill, and now FaZe gotta be. Yeah,
I was gonna say, stick it. Just stick it. Stick it right away. You got the kill. You probably got some information from your teammate mid-map.
Nice it. Yep.
Nice play from replays. And there they go. They're able to clutch up.
Yeah, so that round, really what it is Zuma's pushing out of barrel building. He's putting pressure on middle map, and then you have Attach, who also challenges from the staircase. So they're trying to hit that guy coming out of fire weak with Zuma with his nade, and then Attach has the angle on him. So they're trying to find that quick first blood, and then as soon as that happens, Zuma hits gate to help Priesta on that B street, so Priesta just plants that bomb. I like it.
It's got to be frustrating if you're Silly, and that's basically 3 feet from you. But they do get it down. Attach now 10-1. Still has streaks to use. Clayster hasn't picked up any kills since, what, I think we said he had 7 and Attach had 6. First blood now for Priesta. Zuma hitting through gate. We'll dial it back for a moment as he gets tagged up. 3 versus 3 here. They're trying to push Priesta. The help was coming just a little bit late. Now you see replays all alone. 1 versus 3. You got to play this for streaks, though, too.
Yeah, he definitely does. He's trying to find the bomb planter. Nice shots, but not able to catch him. He may just back up now. I mean, it's a 3v1. Yeah, he's just going to go away. We're going to hang out for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, he has to. It's a smart play, especially, you know, if you get into a situation where you have 4 streaks and this goes a distance. I mean, you can prevent a bomb plant for a solid 45 seconds, really, if you've got all that utility to work with. Just taking a look at the hold. eUNITED doesn't look like they're going to go on the hunt. Clayster actually did start to push forward a little bit, see if maybe he can pick it out. Can replays catch anybody here? It doesn't look like it.
Maybe able to catch Silly. He's going to peek it here with a couple of seconds left. Oh, nice shots. But he's still just trying to stay alive.
I would have probably tried to, I don't know, keep taking that gunfight. Once he got a couple of hit markers, he hadn't been tagged.
Those are a nice couple of shots.
Yeah, I think he's laughing because he's like, why didn't I just keep shooting him?
Yeah. It's a 3-3 now.
Yep, 3-3, but still a couple streaks for FaZe and see if they can tack off. All right, let's see what FaZe opt to do on offense here. You talked about Attach strikes into the box. Zuma flies out mid. Zuma's not going to fly out mid this time. He's 1-6. It hasn't been working. So he's trying to mix it up. He's playing underground. Replays will be able to find his second first blood of this. His streak now up to 625 off that fighter pilot. 50 for the glide bomb.
Replays just needs to stay alive right here. Him and Attach are getting so much information. There, that's called in. Zuma's already pushed up on that B streak. Great job by Attach to find Silly. They're planning it at B. I was going to say, so what eUNITED were doing is they were pushing through 4 players through that A side, just trying to catch FaZe, maybe counter-strat them, but There we go.
Replays did die, like, right before the streaks, right? So that's going to be a big play, and now you have a 2v2 retake possibility here. Attach has been so good, though.
Yeah, but look, Zuma's going to reflank this. I love this play from Zuma, and Attach wins that one-on-one. That should be the round now.
It's 12-3.
They're not going to expect, you know, Zuma to be here, but look at that. He gets on it right away. Oh, no, and this could be a bad angle. This could be the worst.
Oh, my God, he's not going to get there. No chance. No chance. This is done. Arcity sticks it and makes the play. You know, think of Zuma. Maybe if he checks it from Cole, you're going to be able to get there, obviously, a little bit quicker, but the wrap through mid, it couldn't have been a worst-case scenario. RC's hopped it so quickly.
Well, I'm just thinking Zuma goes around that flank. Where eUNITED was coming from, I mean, they hit underground, they hit Cole room, so they had to have thought he was elsewhere. And surprised he doesn't peek out there.
Just the woes for Zuma continuing right now. 1-6. It's one of those maps where it feels like nothing going your way.
Yeah, but look how he's still playing. Him and Attach still dominate middle of the map. They just challenge right away. Attach 13-3. That's first blood.
13-3, and you're down a round.
Yeah, well, we were talking about Clay. He might have a big game, but it's Attach right now.
It's the difference. The eUNITED players started to kind of pick it up outside of Clay. Attach has still been a bit of a one-man army. That grenade's going to push him back. Zuma up close and personal. Can't finish the kill finally. Through the wall bang, he does get it. Attach, another one for him. 14-3. And I think he's putting in some shots on Clayster. Let's make it 4-4. I just want to see if Attach can get to 20 kills at this point, to be honest with you.
This is going to be a horrifying kill cam. Your Clay just set up, and you see Zuma and Attach just sprinting right at you. It's like, all right, well, I'm dead.
See you next round. If you're eUNITED, man. Oh, God, this is such a big game, too. You need to get the lead, and against a team like FaZe, you need to get it and bury them. I mean, we talked about it, kind of with the MV Splice series.
We know how good FaZe is on Arden Forest as well, CTF.
It's true. Very true. All right. It looks like Zuma's going back to sprinting out mid. He is. He's going to be coming at him. Zuma's going to fly at him. Oh, he might actually get shot in the back in a moment here. He's got Pristini just laying here at mid-cut. And that's going to allow Zuma to get the kill. You know, Zuma got hit with that nade. I guess they didn't realize his position, and now you're allowing Zuma to start to heat up. He's got 4 kills in a row. He just spotted Silly at the back box.
Yep, they use those nades so perfectly to back down that guy on fire. They get middle control. He helps out Prisa. Attach now. He finds number 15. Is he going to find number 16? He may just find it. There it is. 16 for Attach.
This is just an incredible, incredible performance. You know, the aggression from Zuma opening things up for Attach as well. There's certainly a give and take here with these two players when they're flying around the map. It just does not look fun to deal with at all.
No, they just find those little openings. You know, it's just those 2 to 3 second windows that they hit. You know, Prisa able to do a solid job. Zuma, though, that second gunfight on the Clay, that's Zuma. Like, he's just like, all right, I know where you're at. I see your red dot. Challenging that gunfight.
He certainly did. He was able to take it. Now you need an offensive victory here from eUNITED if they're going to take this to a round 11. He just spots Attach. Yeah, get out of there with the way he's playing. I don't care what gun he has. If that's a machine pistol right now, you might want to back off.
Yep, Zuma's in a great position. You have Priest on that B side. He's not going to see anything. Zuma may be able to find an angle here. Is he going to challenge this? He's going to back down now. Get back in the barrel, but Replays finds first blood on the RCC. He's having a great game as well, 9-3.
Pristini should drop as
17.
well. Tries with the drop shot, but now you've got a 2v4.
Fighter pilot?
eUNITED. Make it Clay by himself. Clay can't hit the snipe. The pressure's
18.
coming in. Attach is there. We'll have to see the final kill cam if Attach got it, but yeah, that'd be 18 bomb out of Attach. It was. Wow. That's one way to carry a team to victory there. It's wild it goes 10 rounds when you've got the 18.
I was going to say you had him at 18. You had Replays at 9 or 10-3. If you looked at the scoreboard, you wouldn't think it was 6-4, but a great response from FaZe on London Docks, search and destroy. And again, I give a lot of credit to Attach and Zuma just taking that middle control.
Well, they're able to get the victory, tie this series up at 1 apiece. It was eUNITED that struck first, but now they're going to need to bring it back in the CTF, and we know Arden Forest is somewhere. FaZe is spectacular. eUNITED may need the upset. We'll see if they can do it after this quick break. Welcome back. Our final series of the night tied up at 1-1. eUNITED take the hard point. FaZe answer back behind an incredible performance from Attached there in the Game 2 Search and Destroy on London Docks. Now we're headed to Arden Forest. This is a map where we know we've seen a lot of success from this FaZe clan roster. What do you think eUNITED is going to have to do here to swing the series in their favor?
I think getting the first score is very important for them. If FaZe can play at their own pace, it's very difficult to deal with. It's tough to deal with Attach and Zuma. Again, those submachine gun players, you know, if Clayster and Arcees can have great games at the ARs, they can set the pace for eUNITED, but we'll see what happens. You have to talk about the playmakers on the side of eUNITED. That's got to be Pristini, right? There's always like that one guy. When you talk about Red Reserve, or, you know, it's Joe, TK, it's Kenny, Rise, it's, you know, TJ. Those first guys in that really open things up. We'll see how big of a game he has.
Yeah, and they're going to be huge, just especially, you know, when you're talking about whether you're trying to push into bunker or make the play towards bridge, like somebody has to fly in. Someone's got to throw their body to the wind sometimes.
Exactly.
They're going to be crucial here to either team's success. We're obviously going to see a London Docks no matter what, because we're tied 1-1. And then what's the final? St. Marie, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say. If you're eUNITED, kind of want to say this is almost like a must-win with how FaZe is looked on London Docks hardpoint. Shall see, though, because we're going to have a game 4 no matter what. We're going to start with Attach on Arden for CTF.
All right, let's see what Attach can do. Him and Zuma working together so well in that last game. But Attach, he's got to be feeling himself a little bit after just dominating.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty confident right now. He's able to find one on Silly. Gonna have that first gunfight with Arcees. Arcees not able to lock down Ruins. Again, when we attack this bridge side, we always say it starts from Ruins. So Attach is gonna control that, wait for his teammates to, you know, spawn up and help him.
Attach is continuing to patrol Ruins here, starting out 3-0. We know how big streaks can be on this map in CTF. Just playing his life right now, backing down. He'll have another one-on-one with Arcees more than likely.
Yeah, and really, he's just still buying time for his teammates because his teammates are having to deal with guys on the cabin side. So he's finally get some help middle. That's Zuma and replays. Nice shots there out of Arcees, because 2 go down. If Arcees, you know, doesn't get that kill, FaZe will start that attack. But
that was big. I mean, yeah, the gunfights are happening mid-map. I think he figures Attach is likely going to focus mid-map to try and help for a second. Just rips his head off of Ruins. Phenomenal stuff there.
There we go, though. 3 go down. There's 1 player left. It's all on the Clayster. He finds 2 on Priest and Attach. Last guy here finds 3 as well. Great defense from Clay.
What a play. I mean, only guy up. You get 1 kill in that situation, sometimes you're happy. You get 2, you're thrilled. You get 3, you just saved a cap.
You did it all.
That was incredible from Clay.
Nice stick there.
That's one way to get it done mid-map.
And look where the last guy is. Attaches in Ruins, right? So they're going to get a free flagpole. FaZe is going to try and back up, but they're going to be too late. So Clay versus Attach. This is going to be the start of that overextend, and Attach is checking his corners, not going to find Clay. Clay just buying time. I like that play. Just backs down, waiting for his teammates. This should be a flag cap for eUNITED, but Priest is there. So is Replays.
They could technically do it.
What just happened?
They could do it. They could do it. They get the return. Clay has to back up for a moment. He doesn't want the counter cap to come in. Clay is still finding kills, but unfortunately, Clay is winning every gunfight possible, and somehow they still haven't got a score. Finally, Clay is going to end up dropping, but Priest is able to make a play. Arcees has the flag on the other end. There's a one-on-one. That could be the return, and this should. Well, okay, not yet. The stunts come in. I thought they might be able to get there.
Replays is out. Now he has help. And while Attach on the other side is able to find 1. Can he find the second? Nice shots on the Silly. What? Silly has a nade in his hand. That's going to be the return. This should be... Wow, what just happened?
You just got to take that gunfight.
Yeah.
You just had your teammate drop there. If you're Silly, you've got to win that gunfight. We've watched Clay clutch up 20 times already in this opening moment. He's got, what, 8 kills to work with.
And that's also just such a greedy play from eUNITED. Let's back it up. You had 2 players from FaZe overextend. That was Priest and Replays to try and get that flag turn. 1 player on eUNITED decides to leave the base and goes to bunker. And well, just like that, FaZe, they have another flagpole. Replays already set up. He has to get this first one on the Silly.
Now he's going to know Silly got through. He should be ready for this. He's pinched. Yeah, Attach has got one side, Replay's got the other. There should be a second score once they opt to go in for the return. Maybe they're going to leave that to the flag carrier and Priest to just get the return and the score. That looks to be the case. Let Replays continue to hold that outer lane, get the extra points, get the score through. Nice job there from FaZe. Now up 2-0. And they really need Pristini to get going, man. He just found his second kill in this first half. This could be a counter opportunity.
Yeah, and if Silly finds this kill, he's able to do that. That'll stop the push, right? Maybe Streaks still come in. It might just be too late. No. They are going to invest into a glide bomb. Pristini's just going to go. Going to separate himself.
Clayster gets stunned.
Attach is there.
I think both. Oh, one did connect. It slowed him down for just a moment. They bring another streak, and he's still able to get it through.
The counter's on, right? The counter's still on from FaZe. They find two. The spawn's up from Pristini. He finds that. Great job for eUNITED to respond.
That's big. I mean, you get, what, a glide bomb and the fighter pilot to come out of FaZe. They connect on a couple of stuns, too, but it's like just enough distance between them for him to get that through. I thought Clay was going to drop from the fighter pilot, like right at the goal line there.
Last second?
Yeah.
Our Attach was going to shoot him as he's diving in. But still, if you're FaZe, you're okay leading 2-1 on this side of the map. You always talk about how important it is.
It is, and yeah, you got 2 on the board. I think it's just as big for eUNITED to kind of get 1 on the board, get something going here, at least towards the end of the half. You still had a chance there. Maybe Attach made the play. There's still 10 seconds. You have a 3-on-2 right now. 2 players getting ready to come off spawn. Another one drops. It's going to be all on Clayster yet again. Can Clay make the plays here? He wins another big 1-on-1.
Touch. They got to try and get a touch.
Oh, my God. Clay continues to go huge there. Wow. If Clay doesn't have that moment and the one earlier where he got 3 kills.
It's like 4-0.
Oh, it could easily. I think it'd easily be 4-0. Yeah. I mean, I got to see how many kills he got at the end of this, but I feel like nearly 50% of Clay's kills were like crucial to making sure that flag didn't get touched for FaZe.
We'll see, though. We talked, I said I felt like Pristini had to have a big game.
Well, it didn't start well.
Definitely didn't. I think he's like 4-10 right now at the half. Again, he's always the first guy in. It is a very difficult position to be in.
Especially on this map, in this mode, yeah. It's not a whole lot of fun.
Clayster.
He likes to do this off the break. This time Replays, though, gets the better of him. Oh, God, things falling apart very early in this second half, Joe.
Yeah, definitely is.
Oh, my God.
That's 3 that goes down. RC's trying to stay alive. Well, that's all 4 dead. Clayster spawns up. He's the last player. Can he make another defensive stand? He finds 1. Can't find the second. Gets cleaned up.
He was trying.
Yeah, he definitely
was trying. Replays, though. Not quite out of it yet. It's Priesta coming off spawn. He's likely going to have to be a key defender here in the back. Almost picks it. One more player here, though, from eUNITED. It's going to be all in Arcades. He's stunned. He's dropped. FaZe strike in the opening 45. And that's just, I mean, you can't allow Zuma to run across mid-map and kill 3 players.
Yeah, he's on a 4 spree. Nice nade on a Pristini. He's going to weaken him. But yeah, you have a 3-1 lead, and it doesn't look like FaZe is slowing down. And
that a big part of the difference there. Like, Arcades found himself in a similar spot to what we saw Clayster in earlier. But on that side of the map, you can kind of back it up and have those clutch moments.
Yeah,
there's nowhere to go, really.
Attach might make a play here. He's going to find RC. He's going to pee out this window. Oh, nice shots once again from Clay, because the other 2 players were on the other side of the map, so Attach would have got a flagpole.
Nice trade at home for FaZe. One more guy here. Clay's going to drop, and Clay trying to get aggressive with the AR by himself in that spot. He had no one really else to help him. Just trying to maybe make a hero play before they can work together here. Attach has been fantastic at Ruins as well. He's 14-11.
He's just putting damage down, right? Like, he's just makes the best out of it, right? He gets that 3rd melee in. That melee onto the 3rd guy weakens him up. His teammate cleans that kill up. A great life out of Attach. 14-11. He's having an awesome series. Him and Zuma. I mean, typically on this map, it's the ARs who really dominate the scoreboard. But for FaZe, most of the time, it's Zuma and Attach.
Well, I feel like they've been enjoying me on offense a whole lot more. And when you're able to get forward and get to key positions of cover and catch players coming off a spawn like this, it's a lot more fun to play as a sub on this map.
It's just got to be so annoying to deal with.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. No one wants to wait 7.5 seconds to spawn and then get shot running out of their base.
eUNITED, though, they're taking the gamble. 2 of those players overextend off spawn. There's 1 player that's attached in the base. Able to find 1, but Placer's there for the cleanup. But on the other side, FaZe, they get the fly out. So we're going to have a stalemate. This is what you want if you're FaZe. You're just going to waste time.
Clay's got to rely on Silly in this spot to try and help him out a little bit. Silly pushes mid-map. Clay gets hit. Silly trying to do what he can. He should at least get it to safety here. But yeah, like you said, I mean, if you're FaZe, cool. let's draw this out as long as possible. Yeah. Replays. And I like this, though. I like this. eUNITED knows there's not a lot of time left. They have to take the fight to them, so they're bringing the flag with it. Silly and company, they're just all going to push forward and try to make the play. The problem is Replays is in behind. When Replays tries to figure out what's going on, he's likely going to get a kill in behind. It's now all on Silly. He's running around by himself. He's still trying to stay up. Look at this collapse about to come in. The streak's coming in as well. Sorry, Silly. That's the end of your run. There's the return, and there's the 4th cap. I don't hate the try from eUNITED.
They have to.
Exactly.
Again, the stalemate is literally the worst possible scenario because they can't put the flag in.
But that's just one of those situations. That's like if you're watching a soccer game and suddenly you're pulling the goalkeeper, or hockey or something, and your goalkeeper has to try and get involved in the game. That usually means the moment's pretty dire, Joe.
Yeah, 4-1 now for FaZe, and we talked about it. If it wasn't for Clay on the first half, this could be a lot worse. This is one of FaZe's best CTF maps for a reason. eUNITED, they tried their best. Well, they tried.
Yeah, I mean, FaZe striking early from that side twice is going to make things that much harder, man.
Well, it looks like another flag in the yellow one for FaZe. They're not stopping. After a great game number 1, FaZe bounce back and respond to win games 2 and 3. Talked about we're going to go to a London Dodge hardpoint. And if you have Zuma and Attach, even Priesta right now, 21 and 10. We haven't talked about him much. He's on a 5 spree. Make it 6, 23 and 11. If you have them shooting like this, and on the other side you have Pristini who's double negative, you have Silly -6, and we're going to go to a London Docks hardpoint. This could get scary.
You would think, and this is how FaZe handed that first loss to LG. Remember, it was just like the subs dominating. They were so good in that matchup. They continue it here. Fist bumps out for FaZe as they're now up 2-1. And you mentioned you thought this was kind of must-win territory for eUNITED. Due to the fact that this is a strong. Well, you're talking about Search and Destroy. This is such a strong match, and then also looking at the game 4. Yeah, you're gonna need. I think you're gonna. I'm just trying to think of how Pristini turns it around. I mean, obviously, it's going to feel nice in the sense that you were playing a slower map like Garden Forest. You go like 10 and 20. You start out 1 and 7. It's a very frustrating map. At least like London Docks lets you loose. It just lets you loose into a pack of wolves because I mean,
yeah, and you need a great start from him because you feel like he's a player who, again, if you've seen his tweets or just how he is on camera, he's a pretty emotional guy, right? He gets down on himself, If he gets off to a hot start, maybe that's what eUNITED needs.
I think they do.
Yeah, but you have to think, London Dash still a good map for them. I mean, Envy was able to beat him, but Slasher had to drop 55 kills, and that was still a very competitive game. So,
well, this is one of those maps that I think, I don't know. It's like
no yawning. Clay.
What stood out for me with eUNITED, like if you think back, even maybe before the change with Clayster, but just those 3 guys, like back to IW, like they were so good at like scrappy maps, like a throwback or something. Maps that you could hit a lot and just play it very scrappy. Like London Docks, yes, there's a lot of control to it. Yes, rotations are key, but it is a bit scrappier than some of the others. So
yeah, it's just so fast-paced.
Yes, exactly. It's very, very fast. So, God. It's just every time I think about fast-paced gameplay, though, I favor FaZe. When you think about that.
That's what scary. I think Clay was saying. It's just this matchup's difficult for them because those guys, they play at the same pace as Pristini. Except there's 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly. So Pristini's running it 1-on-2s more often than he'd like to. But that's something where Arcides and Clay have been changing roles. We've talked about it with Nameless and Enable changing roles. We talked about the swap with Mad Cat and Tommy. Like
I was just gonna say that Splice one. That's a big one.
Yeah, and Mad Cat was great. And for EG, I know they lost the series, but Enable was pretty solid in some role outside like the game 5. So I think if you're gonna win this, I think it's one of those ones where Arcides has to just annihilate people. And it's just, again, it's the matchups. You mentioned it. Like, I pick Arcees in a lot of situations, but...
Well, I think it's like game 1. All 4 of them need to step up. Silly and Pristini, they just need to contribute. But, yes, London Docks is a map where you tend to have superstar performances, so, yeah, you're looking at Arcees.
Yeah, and it's like it is those 2 players. Like, will I give Clay the edge over someone like Replays? Maybe for thinking head to head, sure. Would I give it Arcees over Priesta? Sure.
Time to time.
But the other two, no. Like, it's just, that's where it's very lopsided.
No.
When you go Zuma attach, Silly Pristini.
I know who I'm picking.
Yes, exactly. Like, that is where it becomes very clear cut. So, you mentioned Silly Pristini map 1. Can they do it again here? It's a big challenge. It's definitely one of the harder sub battles in the game.
Yeah, we'll see. Placer and Arcees are going to go through fire. Pristini and Silly water stairs. Placer, he gets that first kill on Azuma. There's 3 down already for FaZe, so some good time here for eUNITED.
They're going to get in. They're going to continue to try to hold these spawns. We'll see how long they're able to do it for. Everybody flooding out now from FaZe. Once split spawn does come in, that's going to be replayed. Spawns all the way out useless. So this should be, I would think, catch some people off guard. But as our city spawned low water, I'm trying to think of maybe they'll be ready for this. Oh, okay, spawns just everywhere right now, I'm going to be honest. But that's when you have a middle hard point sometimes.
Yep. Yep, nice bayonet right there on the Placer. And you thought Arcees, because he spawned low water, maybe he would recognize that there's someone behind fire, not able to do so. 27 seconds for eUNITED. They're going to get this scrap time as well as FaZe. They commit to this main street setup, and we know how good they could be on this one. If Zuma and Attach get to those key positions, well, Arcees shuts both of them down, so that's huge right there. If they can get to those key positions, it's going to be so hard to break.
They caught Arcees, I think. I don't think he was prepared for that top spawn. Maybe he thought they were going to spawn safe.
Yeah, this is scary now.
They spawn top. They're able to push through. Clayster does win 1 gunfight. So the pressure going to come to replays in the hard point. Needs some help to supplement this. He's got Zuma pushing up the map with him as well. Here comes the collapse. You got 3 players about to hit from eUNITED. Can they win the fight? So far, just kind of traded back and forth, and you'll take the trade when you're the team in the hard point.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, the spawns come in from eUNITED. They don't have the close spawns. They have the low water, so they have to do it again. And FaZe are perfectly okay with spawning top street, near underground. They can easily watch gate. They throw nades in the back, and this is what we talked about. Just like that, FaZe tie the game up. It was a great start for eUNITED, but, you know, we talked about Envy on Main Street. I think FaZe is darn good.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, you know, Envy was one of the teams that, I don't want to say first, but we saw teams start to focus top spawns as much as you would bottom. We've seen different ways to hold this, but what stood out in that series with Envy and Splice is that even though you're Splice, you're spawning bottom, they were breaking through over and over and over. Oh, God.
That is the worst case scenario for eUNITED. FaZe gets scrapped. You rotate the lower docks, and all 4 go down. And now you have this same setup where you just have guys like Zuma and Priesta just pushed out far in your face. Finally, a couple of kills, but replays his top middle, getting those cuts. And here come the reinforcements from FaZe.
And yeah, look how far out they're spawning them. Like all the way outside, like underground towards lights. Like it's going to take you 10 seconds to start to get in gunfights here really across the map. And sometimes it's the difference between whether you have, what, 2 chances at a hard point or 3 chances to break a hard point.
And I just want to say, eUNITED had 38 on the first hill. So since then, they've had 4 points total.
Wow. And now you got some streaks on FaZe as well, Joe. That was really well done from FaZe. Really poorly done from eUNITED.
We talk about once those hills, and again, it's happening. Luckily, the spawns come in from eUNITED. Luckily, they have that happen because that could have got very much out of control. Attached though, he's pushing the back. Placer's trying to do the best he can to hold off this push. Has some help from Arcees.
There you go. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, slow down a little bit.
You've got FaZe, most of FaZe spawning gold. This should allow you to push at the map a little bit. Look how far push forward Pristini is. He's all the way that he can wrap back and deal with any pressure from water, maybe deal with any pressure mid-map. He's gonna make them at least turn back and focus him for a moment. Now you have a 2-on-2. Should go on around the hard point here from Zuma just been. When you just come flying in, it's like it feels like Silly didn't have a chance there.
Just like a nice little shoulder peek, and then Zuma just goes.
Hello.
Just destroys you, Arcees. Well, he's 1 kill away from Streets, runs out of ammo. Great kill by Attach. Well, we talked about the flex players, Arcees and Priesta. They're both having great games here. Priesta, 16 and 10. He still has a fighter pilot. Still a 50-point lead.
And this is a lot like the, for replays. Remember at one point, the first hard point, 6 and 6, like a minute and a half of the hard point. Like,
I will.
You love having your AR player with not a ton of engagements. Like, you don't want them getting in a million gunfights, man.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, right.
Get me back, I'll do that.
Yeah, let me soak up the time. And that's what happens when these 3 players are clicking. Priesta suddenly up to 18 and 10.
Yeah, he's going off. I just heard him get loud, and he doesn't really get loud. I think he just dumpstered a couple of players. Tries to put pressure on the hill, though. Not able to do so. Zuma, he's here. But again, once FaZe has these low spawns, they're able to just put nades in. It's so hard to get time. If you're eUNITED, you want to try and get top middle and then push towards that lower docks, but all 4 of FaZe are there. They're trying to do the best they can.
And who was it the other day we were watching that was doing a really good job of like spawning them out, like, what, basically underground, like coal side almost on this particular hardpoint. They had a perfect hold. I might have been. I'm just trying to remember, but that was one of the better crane holds we've seen. When you can get pushed up the map that far, they're basically spawning where RCDs is right now.
Yeah,
it's so
goal.
difficult to fight back.
It's hard to set up, but that is the perfect setup. But that was a solid crane and barrel from eUNITED. They're right back into this one. Only down 22 as we go back towards that statue hill. We'll see though. This is one where a lot of the times throughout the Pro League, the first half's been close, and then that better team just takes off in the second half.
Well, I think you feel okay, though, for eUNITED. I mean, the lead was, what, 60, 70 points you had at one point. You fought back there a bit with the crane hold. You're still trailing, obviously, and things still at risk of getting out of hand, but you at least put yourself in a position to win this game.
Oh, nice shot.
That would have been a disgusting three-piece at 3 plays, being able to finish that final kill.
But you already know what FaZe are thinking about. They're thinking about Main Street. You have one player, Replay, is already headed over towards that lights. He's going to work that street the rest of FaZe. They're still getting that scrap time, but this is what you want. A couple of kills go their way. And look where Replays is fighting for. He's the anchor, and he's fighting for top street. They know how much better of a spawn that is for Main Street.
Nice shots. Doesn't finish the second. The flood is going to come in here. You've got 4 players hitting. A couple coming off spawn from FaZe. The grenades in from either side. The Simtex getting it done there from eUNITED. Is this the break they need? A couple spawning out low water from FaZe. This could be it, but Zuma trying to get dirty with it, but will end up falling. They need to get somebody to the hard point for eUNITED right now, but as soon as RCDs gets in, now the next wave's going to come from FaZe.
And I was just going to say, what that does is that just disrupts eUNITED's setup, right? He takes down 2. And that allows FaZe to just put pressure on this hill. It's just a play like that. There's Attach, there's Zuma, they're just pushing on out. If Zuma doesn't get that 2-piece, eUNITED are better set up, and they're able to hold off that push.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like, I mean, yes, you want to spawn teams out further, but half of it seems like you just want to spawn them out so they can't Simtex the hill right off spawn. Like, just get them out of position to do that. It's so much easier to hold.
Or just stagger them a little bit. Like, that's what Zuma did to eUNITED. He staggered them. So they couldn't get that perfect hold. Now eUNITED, all right, you get a second attempt at this. You get set up. Place her in a bit of a sneaky position. Able to find Priesta. Attaches in. He gets taken down.
That's
Great
huge. Kills
by eUNITED.
That's huge.
Yep.
You know, we saw FaZe break through very easily earlier. This time they get the hold. But the deficit, pretty major again for eUNITED. Certainly not out of it, but they claw back within 20 points. It opened right back up for FaZe. You need all this time. It's like this lead just keeps swinging between like 70 to 30, 70 to 30. Like eUNITED just hasn't been able to kind of take control recently and get back in the lead.
It definitely has. And you're getting a great game from basically everyone on eUNITED. Just everybody contributing. You love to see that. Really just both teams. It's pretty back and forth.
Yeah, there's no big weak link that you're looking at right now.
I just think it comes down to that first lower docks, this docks warehouse, that sort of gave FaZe the lead when they broke on in.
Well, a lot of times in a really close game, you can look at one hard point sometimes, right? Where you were really able to bust through or screw up a rotation.
Now it's eUNITED's turn. Can they break into this barrel? Arcides, he's buying time for his brother who's hitting the back. Attach was weak. Priesta was weak. Wow! Break right there.
That is incredible. The brother duo there. One from the back, one hits the front, and they will be able to get through. Now set up with just under 40 seconds remaining here. This could be the lead change they need. Deficit to 20 now. FaZe able to contest for a moment. eUNITED finding the kills. 2 going to be pushing the steps. Trade should go in their favor as they've got the man advantage. They do. RC is able to win that final gunfight. That final gunfight is going to give them probably 5 or so seconds.
And look what eUNITED did. Yes, they're going to give up this scrap time. They have a couple sets of streaks though, but they were thinking about Crane. That's what they were thinking about. Pristini, 30 and 26. That's the kind of game you need out of him on London Docks.
Absolutely. You don't want any time in the hard point. You want him cruising around the map, and he's doing just that. And now, if you get set up here for eUNITED, you have streaks to break if you were to lose this. So you feel good about that. You see the full streaks there on Pristini. Arcides wants to call on some. They want this time at Crane. Remember, it was a Crane hold the first time through that really got them into it. Not only does he get the kills with the fighter pilot, But Guns replays as soon as he comes out of it as well.
Yeah, and that was scary because replays, he snuck through the back. If he finds RC on the hill, again, we talk about just disrupting setups. That could have done it, but RC comes out of that fighter pilot, wins that gunfight. That's huge. Now eUNITED, another lead change.
Has FaZe gotten a second on Crane? It feels like it's just been all eUNITED. This might be their chance to get in. There's 15 seconds remaining here. You still have
There's the second. They got one.
There you go. You still have so many streaks, 4 in total to work with here for eUNITED still. We're about to get into our third set of rotations. Arcity's already set up here at mid-map. Some very overzealous shots there with the PPSH towards Crane.
Is it
Zealous, overzealous? I don't know.
Why not both?
It's midnight or something. All right, glide bomb in.
Getting there.
It's got to be darn close. Another streak ends. You've invested 2 here. Clay finds more kills with his bayonet. Oh my God. 213 for FaZe. 210 now for eUNITED. They clear him out of the hard point for a moment. Spawning at new, at least, is going to be Arcides. He's got that useless spawn you see coming in for a couple of the players. Those blue arrows on the minimap. This looks good, at least for the next hard point, but you can't let FaZe get a ton of time here at Statue.
Yep, Glacier, though. Great cleanup on the replay.
That's
nice
big.
shots
That
on a
is big.
Priesta. There's still another player there. Attach is eating up time. They have to get some nades on it. Clay's going to actually challenge this. He's working on some streaks.
Yeah, he didn't want to run in there like that.
No.
He knows he needs to because of the times. It's going to make sure he doesn't get any streaks.
And a couple of kills go FaZe's way. Here's the push. This is going to be game-changing right here. Can eUNITED hold off this assault? They call in the fighter pilot. Silly's able to find 2. They may have just held him off.
Oh, there's the first hold. There's the first, and you still have a streak to work with here. It's Zuma pushing the back in the close position there from Arcides. Maybe catches him off guard a bit. 229. 229. eUNITED getting loud right now. Pristini holding the back box, not able to win that gunfight, but a streak is going to come in. That might get 2 players. Nope, it'll at least pick up attach. One more still there. It's going to be Priesta. He's going to drop. Oh, my God. Just a couple crucial seconds needed for eUNITED. The final tick's coming. The final tick's in. eUNITED pushing it the distance here to a Game 5. And you see the passion, the energy out of Clayster and company.